Well, it is now 1992, and I am living with my second husband, Everett Rayner. I am now 87 years old, and it has been 67 years since the wreck. Everett's 4 children from a former marriage, and Raymond and my 2 children wanted me to write down as much as I could remember. At first I said no, but since I was an eyewitness, I decided I would go ahead and try. I've done my very best, although many things I couldn't find clear enough to write down. This is my story of the wreck of the Shenandoah that buckled in midair and floated down in Nisonger's Valley.
Cecil, look at Earl. Got all tuckered out after playing with those puppies.
Yeah. I wish the blimp didn't run a day late, though. Then he could have seen something truly unique.
Well, there's always next year.
They'll just cancel it again, though. Nothing exciting ever happens in our town.
Well, what about the fair?
The fair is fine, Ray, but it isn't anything special. They have those in every little country town, and it's always the same.
Well, isn't it nice to raise Earl in a safe, quiet town?
No, I want him to have excitement and adventure. The things I never got, Raymond. We should move to the city.
Shh. We'll have to talk about this later.
On the early morning of Thursday, September 3rd, 1925, my first husband, Raymond Bucky, and I, along with our 1-year-old son, Earl, were fast asleep in the home of Raymond's parents, Edna and Levada Knight Bucky.
Get up, wake up! Grab the baby, get outside! There's something terrible out there!
What's going on?
Don't know, but it sounds bad.
There we went, half asleep and half dressed, discovered a large object circling in the air in one of the worst windstorms we had ever seen. It would dip down and back up, only to dip down again. Finally, it buckled in midair, breaking into 2 parts.
We've got to go! Come on, Dad!
Get down in the cellar and wait for us! We'll try to be back by sunup!
Be careful! Come on, you better get inside.
I should go with them.
No, you need to stay here and worry about keeping your baby safe, not gallivanting off into a storm.
But this is the most exciting thing to happen in Ava ever. I can't be stuck in the cellar. Here, take Early.
Cecil, wait! That's no place for a lady to be, not to mention a young mother. Get back inside.
Don't worry, I'll keep safe. I just have to see.
My husband, Raymond, and his father, Edward, rushed over the hill to see what it was. By the time they reached the bottom of the hill, several other neighbors had arrived. Raymond and Edward were shocked to see several men crawling out of the rummage. They were wondering what had happened and where the other part of the ship was. They told our men that they were from the large dirigible called the Shenandoah, with a crew of 43 men from Lakehurst, New Jersey.
What's that you're taking?
Dog tags.
Oh.
Who are you?
Raymond. Raymond Bucky. I live over the hill there. You part of the crew?
Yeah, John Hamm. I've been given the grim job of collecting the names of our dead.
Did you know him?
What was that?
Sounded like my wife.
Oh, it's awful!
Cecil!
On the gatepost and on the ground below, as we found out later, were the blood and the brains of Lieutenant Commander Zachary Lansdowne.
It's okay. You're all right. Everything's gonna be okay.
It's the commander. I thought that since we hadn't found him yet, he might still be alive. I guess not. That makes 12 now. God willing, the commander's the last.
Wait, can't just leave him.
There are funeral cars at the other farm. Until they get here, there's not much we can do.
Other farm?
Yeah. My portion of the ship landed in a farm a few miles from here.
Do you know whose farm it was?
Nightwinger, something like that.
Niceonger?
That sounds right. I'm gonna go sit in the shade till they get here. Hancock is over the hill there, and Commander Lansdowne is by the fence. I've got their tags already.
That makes 13 we found.
13. Last I knew there were 12.
Yeah, one of the Rayner boys found the guy they called Cullinan on the ground a couple miles from here.
Hey, he's already dead. You don't gotta bash his skull in. Grab him by the boots. I'll get his arms. Okay. Lift on 3.
Charles, how's the farm?
Oh, Ray, Cecil. Most of the animals are fine. A little spooked, of course. The fields are basically gone, though.
What are you going to do about your harvest?
We'll get to that when we get to it. For now, we have other things to worry about.
Feet first. Hey, y'all got room for another passenger?
You all headed into town then?
I think. We gathered everyone we found on my farm, though I heard part of the wreck ended up at the Nichols place, so we may head up that way first.
Need another hand?
Possibly. You comfortable around dead men?
Actually, I could use a ride into town. I've got a wire back to Lakehurst about the wreck. We're a couple hours overdue.
Then let's go. Cecil, are you good to head home?
Can I come with you? At least until the shortcut to Niceonger's. I want to go out and see the wreck.
There's bound to be more bodies out there, like the one you found. You sure you can handle that?
Well, there shouldn't be any more out there. Charles told us they already picked up the dead.
If you're sure. All right, let's go. Here we are. You sure you're okay on your own?
Yeah, it's just through the trees there.
That's not what I meant. We could come back here together after dropping off Mr. Ham.
She'll be fine. Let her go.
Yeah, Raymond. I can handle myself. See you in a few hours, honey.
Okay. What's wrong?
I think I found another of your crew, Mr. Ham. I landed on him.
Did you get any of him on you?
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, this is Lieutenant Shepard. I guess that makes 14 dead.
I guess we need to load him up and take him into town with us.
Yeah, that's probably the best option. You take his legs. There's less mess there.
Shouldn't we cover him or wrap him in something? We have Mama's quilt in the truck.
Yeah, go grab that.
I was playing cards with him maybe 7 hours ago.
Sorry, man. Cecil, you still going to the wreck?
No, I think this was enough.
By noon the next day, Niceonger's meadow was bare. People had gathered everything they could find. When there was nothing left of the scattered objects, they dug up his potatoes, husked his corn for souvenirs. They had to bring in the soldier boys to guard the wreck. The soldier boys picked up lady friends from the crowds, and after dark they sat around campfires eating chicken and watermelon that they had stolen off the produce trucks. Mr. Niceonger, in debt of his farm, decided to charge $1 a carload, or 25 cents on foot, for his whole farm was now a wreck. He hired many neighbors to stand at different points to collect money, which they took to the bank every day. He had collected enough money to pay off the mortgage on his farm. Cars were bumper to bumper from Ava, and it was very hard for people to leave, so many people just camped out in the fields. There were many fender benders, but no serious accidents. There were so many people coming from all over the United States, grabbing a few cushions and blankets, but never thinking of food or a place to sleep. All of those hungry people, sleepy people coming in our rural area where most of the families raised their own food. The thousands of people soon had our little country store shelves bare. Many people raided all of our gardens and picked all of our fruit. It was nothing for the next 2 weeks seeing those hot and hungry people sleeping under trees and using the fence corners for bathrooms.
All right, Early. We're taking Daddy some lunch, and you're gonna get to play with Mr. Nicehonger's doggy, okay? Yeah. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Whoa! Watch where you're landing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No harm done. That a picnic basket? Have any food you'd mind sharing?
An extra jam sandwich. Do you mind strawberry?
Much obliged.
All right. I guess I'll be going.
Thank you, Mrs.
You can't do that here.
I can pee where I want.
Well, usually, yes, but not 2 weeks ago there was a man dead where you're, peeing. You can still see the blood spots.
Listen, Mrs., I've had a pretty terrible couple of days. I drove all the way to this backwater town to see that wreck. But the wreck is completely gone, and I'm out of gas, and so is your dinky filling station. Not to mention your little general store being out of food. If I were you, I'd do my best to keep from making me angry. Otherwise, I might try and take more than a sandwich.
Mister, it's not right to disrespect the dead that way.
Right? Not right? What's not right is that you seem to care more about a dead man than those of us that are alive. Now, I think you should prove me wrong by giving me your basket there.
I'm sorry, I can't...
You misunderstand me. I'm not asking. Mrs., I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by it. Come back.
Help, please!
What's wrong?
Cecil, what happened to you? Your sleeve is torn. Are you hurt?
Back that way. There's a man. He attacked us.
Come on, men. We've got an unwanted guest on the property.
You're gonna be okay.
I think I'm ready for this to be a calm, quiet town again.
I thought you wanted excitement, or did you and Earl have too much of it?
I've seen more dead men than I've ever wanted. And Earl was nearly hurt. And it's all because of the stupid excitement that I wished for. Let's just raise him in a quiet place, okay?
Okay.